Hi guys, it's Morgan, and today I'm going to be talking about part 1 of season 3 of Fuller House. Now, season 3 of Fuller House was split into 2 parts. The first 9 episodes came out on September 22nd, which was the 30th anniversary of Full House, and they haven't announced an official date for when the remaining 9 episodes will come out, but I read online that it will be sometime in December. Also, if you haven't seen the first part of season 3 of Fuller House, this video will contain spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, stop watching the video now, go watch the first part of season 3 on Netflix, and also watch seasons 1 and 2 if you haven't seen those yet, and then come back. Or if you don't care about being spoiled, keep watching. So here's my review of part 1 of season 3 of Fuller House. The fact that the first episode opened with a musical number was pretty funny, but I love musicals, so I loved it. I also had a feeling that the opening song was Max's dream, and I was right. It was funny when DJ and Matt were acting like they never spend any time together, but then Kimmy pointed out that they work together. And it was also funny when DJ and Matt were saying how much they were going to miss each other, but then before you left, Matt said, "See you in 10 minutes," and DJ said, 15 if there's traffic. When Fernando was leaving and wouldn't tell Kimmy where he was going or who he was going to be with, I was worried that he was cheating. And then when Stephanie and Jimmy saw Fernando with another woman, I was even more worried. But then it turned out that the woman was Fernando's realtor, and then it was fine. But I still understood why Kimmy was upset that Fernando didn't tell her. When it was revealed that Gia was Rocky's mom, I just thought, that makes so much sense. And I really like Rocky as a character. And even though I loved Lola and Jackson together, and it's sad they broke up, I'm wondering if anything will happen between Jackson and Rocky in future episodes. It was funny when Fernando said that he wasn't leaving the house without a Gibbler in his arms, and then Jimmy jumped into his arms. And Jimmy moving in with Fernando is a good thing. Now he won't have to live in his RV. It was funny when DJ got in her Uber and she realized the driver was Stephanie, and that Stephanie was using DJ's car as an Uber. And it was also funny when 2 other guys got into the car and Stephanie told DJ that it was an Uber pool. I thought it was clever how they worked in Jodie Sweetin's broken leg into the show by having Stephanie break her leg. And I actually read somewhere that they had to rewrite half the season to fit that in. It was funny when Kimmy, with Ramona's help, was trying to get Steve to let her be the wedding planner for Steve and CJ's wedding. Especially when she fell down the stairs and got up and was totally fine. It was both funny and sweet when Jackson, with Danny's help, sang a song for Lola. But it was also sad because Lola told Ramona that Jackson is too nice and she has to break up with him. It was funny when Stephanie's phone was ringing and she asked Jimmy to get her phone for her, but he wouldn't because she told him not to help her while she's on her crutches. And then when she answered her phone, she needed her account number and she asked Jimmy to get her purse for her, but he wouldn't do that either. And then after she got her purse, she had to take the pies out of the oven, and then she dropped her phone and Tommy picked it up and ran away with it. And I think the twins that play Tommy are so cute. It was funny when Danny was having a world's cleanest pie eating contest, but then everyone just started throwing the pies at each other. And it also looked like a lot of fun. I felt bad for Danny when he revealed that he and Terry got a divorce. Even though, like DJ said, Terry had only been at the house once, and that was in the first episode of season 1. It was funny when Ramona tied her hair around her chin because she didn't want her parents to see the hickey that Popco gave her, and then Kimmy tied her hair around her chin because she thought it was a new style. And it was also funny how even though she tied her hair around her chin, Stephanie knew that Ramona had a hickey. Jackson's friends from summer school were pretty funny, and I really liked how they all had their own personalities. I also thought it was funny how one of them was attracted to DJ. It was funny when Fernando came back to the house after he moved next door 3 days ago and was acting like he hadn't been there in a really long time. And I also felt bad for him when he said he was lonely. It was funny when Ramona was asking Jesse to help her with her new look, and she asked him to pretend he was a cute guy, and Jesse said, "Ouch!" And then Ramona said that he knows what she means, pretend he's a young guy, and then Jesse said, "Ouch" again. But I don't blame him for reacting like that. Tommy and Pamela jumping up and down while Jesse was trying to get them to go to sleep was really, really cute. And I really hope the show gets a lot of seasons because I think it will be really cute to see Tommy and Pamela grow up. It was funny when Stephanie didn't believe there was a ghost at the Gibbler house, but then things started to happen that would suggest otherwise, and then Stephanie believed Kimmy, but then it was revealed that Jimmy had rigged everything to happen, and then Stephanie didn't believe Kimmy. But then things happened that Jimmy wasn't doing, so it's revealed that there most likely is a ghost at the Gibbler house. And I wonder if we'll see any more of that in future episodes. It was funny when the burgers caught on fire and Jesse went to get the fire extinguisher, but it wouldn't work, and then he dropped it and it sprayed all over the place. I could understand DJ, Stephanie, and Kimmy's reaction when they saw the kitchen. Ramona's room at Fernando's house was pretty cool. I want a frozen yogurt machine and a lot of toppings in my room. I felt bad for Max when Tommy destroyed his toy Uni the Unicorn, but at the same time, Tommy's face was adorable. The fact that the pony danced with Ramona, Kimmy, and Fernando in Ramona's new room was really funny. It was so sweet when Stephanie gave Max Mr. Bear, and it was also sweet when Max gave Mr. Bear back to Stephanie because he couldn't take it from her. And it was funny when Stephanie said thank God because it was killing her. And it was also really sweet that Stephanie fixed Uni the Unicorn and gave her to Max. And I'm pretty sure it's the original Mr. Bear from Full House, because I remember seeing an interview that Jodie Sweetin said that she kept Mr. Bear after Full House was over. Fernando singing Living La Vida Loca with Kimmy, Jimmy, and Ramona backing him up was pretty good and pretty funny, especially when Gia and Rocky walked in. It was cute when DJ and Steve were singing Summer Loving together, but you could tell that Matt and CJ weren't very comfortable with it. It was funny when Steve was trying on ties and asked Bertha which tie looked better, and Bertha said that no one's looking at the groom. It was funny when CJ came to the wedding store and DJ had to pretend to be a mannequin since she was wearing CJ's dress. But it was also nice that when after CJ knew that DJ was there, DJ said that she would help CJ find a new wedding dress since Steve had seen the dress. It was cute how Jimmy made a red carpet premiere at the house for Stephanie since she wasn't invited to the premiere of the movie that she sold her song to. I really like Stephanie and Jimmy together. It's very clear that DJ and Steve still have feelings for each other, especially when they were looking at the picture that Bertha had taken of them. I really want DJ and Steve to be together, but I would feel bad for Matt and CJ. It was funny when DJ asked Jackson if he's ready to ace his history final, and Jackson said to ask him any question about Hamilton, and Stephanie asked how could she get tickets, and Jackson said it's impossible, and Stephanie said, correct. And that is very true. It was funny when Becky told Stephanie that she was going to take her to get a pelvic ultrasound because she had asked Stephanie if she wanted her to make her an appointment for the fertility specialist, and Stephanie had said that she needed time to think about it, and Becky said, "Time's up." I felt bad for Max and Ramona when they found out that Joey brought his kids with him, because they were definitely a handful in season 2. But I thought it was funny when Joey's sons were running up the stairs, but Max got in their way and told them not to go in his room, but then they just went the back way. I really didn't like how Joey's daughters were being mean about Ramona's dancing. And then Joey's sons wrapped Max up in paper towels, and Joey's daughters wrapped Ramona in the carpet. Joey's kids are crazy. It was great when the fertility specialist told Stephanie that she still has a few viable eggs, and even though she can't get pregnant, she can use a surrogate. I'm excited that there's a chance that Stephanie can be a mom. I had a feeling that Max and Ramona were the ones that took the heads off their own toys and put them on different bodies so they could get Joey's kids in trouble. But I thought it was funny when, after it was revealed that it was Max and Ramona who did it, they were jumping around with Joey's kids because they were going to Disneyland, so they're leaving. It was really sweet when everyone said they will all chip in to help Stephanie have a baby. I'm really excited that there's a chance that she can have a baby. I thought it was funny when DJ kept misplacing her passport and didn't know what was wrong with her, and then Kimmy said that it was because she was going to Steve's wedding, and that makes a lot of sense. Popko was definitely a jerk when he asked Ramona if he could see other girls while she's in Japan in the card that he gave her. I don't think he's right for Ramona. So I was really happy when Ramona said that she deserved better and dumped him. It was funny when Kimmy was asking the BuzzFeed questions to see if Matt was right for DJ, and he got all the questions wrong, and then Steve came in and got all the questions right, and then Matt came back and got all the questions right. It's clear that both Steve and Matt care about DJ, but I really want DJ and Steve together. Nothing against Matt, I think Matt's great. But I mean, DJ and Steve are the perfect couple. I felt really sorry for Jimmy when Kimmy accidentally told him that Stephanie's looking at donors to be her baby's daddy instead of asking Jimmy. And I also felt bad for Jimmy when he confronted Stephanie about it and she told him that she loves him but didn't want to have the conversation right now. But I was glad when he ran onto the plane before they left and said that he wanted to be the baby's daddy, and they agreed to try and make a baby together. It was funny when Fernando was trying to get a seat in first class, but then found out that the seat had been taken by Max. Fernando shouldn't have told Max how he gets first class seats. It was sweet when Matt told Stephanie that he's going to propose to DJ, but it was definitely a really big cliffhanger when DJ, thinking she was talking to Kimmy because she had her sleep mask on, said that Kimmy was right and it is going to be hard to watch Steve get married, and that she should have told Steve at the high school reunion that originally she was going to pick him to be her boyfriend instead of Matt. But without DJ knowing, she's actually telling all this to Steve. And you could tell by his reaction that he has no idea what to do with that. So I really want to see what happens. December can't come soon enough. Thanks for watching, guys. If you saw part 1 of season 3 of Fuller House, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. And if you want to see any of my future videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.